Pretty much, but compare
yeah,
that to Sonic Adventure 2, where they literally did.
They completely changed the whole control scheme.
It would work more for Sonic Unleashed actually because boost.
Yeah, because
Actually, Sonic
Boost
Unleashed
and
worked fairly well too, if you don't count the
Sonic
Golem. The
Unleashed-
Golem was really confusing.
the Golem was confusing, but Sonic Unleashed, the Super Sonic was amazing because you literally had to boost. The fly.
Yeah, and then the 2D sections is basically knights, but because there was 2D sections in Sonic Unleashed anyway, it kind of worked. Sonic Freeze is kind of it works, but it's a kind of gameplay changer.
To be fair, at least in the classic Sonic games case, you get the Chaos Emeralds and all those before if you go out of your way for them, so you might know how to use it.
Now that you bring that up, it is a definite gameplay changer because during the stages you can't fly.
Can't
That
fly,
is true.
period.
Can't argue against that.
Wow, I can't believe it's only been like roughly an hour and 40 minutes.
And we're still in Spring Yard Zone. Thanks, game over.
06 is sort of a gameplay changer, like if we're just speaking Sonic, but it's mostly just move left, move right, homing attack.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
think the only one that's really any different at all is Shadow, and even him is just move left, move right, Chaos Sphere.
Yeah, any man
Chaos
Chaos Stick could just be the
Spear.
guns.
I always imagined those spiky things were like balloons.
It could be.
What spiky things?
These spiky balls. I thought they
Ah.
were balloons at one point.
I always used to think that they were like robot Sonics.
I did for a while too.
Robot Sonics. Stuck
I mean,
permanently.
before we actually saw Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
Stop breaking the camera. Imagine if you just kept doing that and the camera really did break on you.
You know, camera. Don't I quit?
Sonic,
Super Mario 64 is followed by an actual cameraman. Just saying.
Yeah. That's true.
Sonic Generations, Super Sonic. If you're accepting Unleashed, then technically it's not a game changer because gameplay changer because it's basically Unleashed Super Sonic 3D part of it, boss fight.
Yeah, pretty much. It's hard. It's out of the control because you can't just fly out of bounds.
Don't even be started on trying to use the special moves.
Special moves were easy.
They never worked!
Yeah, because I don't know how, but for you probably.
I never
I think
once
it
got
was-
them to work. I always had to charge in there.
And the big difference between the Unleashed one and the Generations one is because the Unleashed one you was just flying and that was it, but in the Generations one you actually had to hit something while flying.
Yeah. But the thing was for the 4 generations, you can't technically, like in the final boss fight, you literally had all the space in the world for you to fly around in. In the stages, you can't actually fly out of bounds. The game developers, didn't want that, so they kind of like fixated you. They like sort of like made you like a kite, where yeah, you can fly as fast as you want, as long as you have rings, but you're still tethered onto the stage.
And
So that
even
you
then,
don't- And even
With-
then,
with
it was like iffy, because
with the rings, you barely lasted at all if you was holding boost the whole time.
yeah, because they kept absorbing rings like a madman. And the thing was, if you use Super Sonic on the stages, like I said with the kite example, it was always that string is like most of the time it didn't work. So I always found myself, in awkward camera situations.
It happens from time to time.
Awkward camera positions is like awful. Anyways, I have to use the bathroom.
Have fun with that. I'm just gonna ride slow-moving platforms.
Did we miss any other mainstream Sonic, Super Sonic boss fights?
Do you consider Shadow the Hedgehog as mainstream?
Yeah, we already brought that up though.
Oh, cool. I didn't notice. But I was trying to focus on the special stages when I was there, so if you brought it up then... Why?
We did Sonic 3, Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, Shadow, 06, Unleashed, Generations. I think that's all of them for like main line games.
I mean, I guess you could count Sonic Colors if you're talking about the DS version.
Yeah. How was that one again?
That was against
Can't
Mega Wisp.
I
Mother
know it
was
was
the
against,
worst
but I can't really remember the fight.
I've never actually played the DS version, so I can't really talk.
I think it might have been like an overhead view or something.
That would make sense. And that's how terminal velocity in that game's supposed to be. So, pretty sure that's how it is in the Wii version too.
It's like if I'm right, I might be wrong because I've only played that boss once. Imagine like Sonic 3 boss fight. You've played that, right?
Yeah.
And imagine that, but you just switch it to overhead instead of side view. I think it'll be like that. But you might not be ramming into the boss. You might be doing something else, but I can't remember.
So scared. I almost have 50 rings. I want those emeralds. And there's no way I'm gonna get them in Labyrinth Zone. Starlight, maybe. What the? They just didn't stop! Uh-oh, did it disconnect?
All of the stuff you did, right?
No, it should be backed up on Twitch, and even if it wasn't, I have them all saving on my computer desktop, so...
Okay.
Anyways, oops, I don't see highlighted. What were we talking about again?
Supersonic, but we don't think we really had much to add. I had another question I was going to ask. Are you really good at Sonic 3?
No.
Actually, that one has level select. 'Cause I was going to say good luck with that because it's a lot longer than Sonic 1, but yeah, actually, it
Especially if you
shouldn't
counted
take that.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I'm not. I'm counting Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as two different games. I know a lot of people consider them as the same game, but
I would personally combine them just so you can what you call it? So you have a save feature for Sonic and Knuckles.
I'll just use
otherwise-
save states.
I guess, yeah.
For some reason, the video isn't showing up on Twitch for me, so I think I just need to refresh that. Okay, now it's showing up, even though it still doesn't show me how many people are in the stream. But reasons, stuff, yay. But I sent you that list, didn't I? How many games am I missing? Hold on, where's my... I have an updated list that I was gonna send to the group, see if there's anything I need to add. Obviously, I'm not doing every single game, but I'm gonna go for most of them. Oops. Uh-oh. My Skype window's in the way of this. Where is it? Gotta pause the game. Is it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'll drag the file in there. Okay. Did you? It should be the updated version, which has Sonic Pocket Adventure and a few of the iOS games. But... like I know about, for example, Sonic Cafe. I'm not doing that. That would be insane.
Sonic FA.
Cafe, it's what they call it. I think it was like 2001 to 2006 or whatever, where they were just releasing a ton of Sonic games on mobile devices.
Oh, okay.
And the collection of them is called Sonic Cafe. That's where the original Sonic Jump came from, by the way. So
Okay, I thought the original Sonic Jump came from Doodle Jump.
no, it's Sonic Jump way predates Doodle Jump. Can't remember what act I'm in. I think I'm Act 3. But yeah, anyways, was I missing anything?
Is it the same list that you put earlier, basically, with the stuff that I said added? Because
Yeah, I think so.
Because I couldn't think of anything else.
The thing is, I don't even have every game in there. I mean, even if you accept the obvious of Sonic Boom, still don't have all of them. I have everything on that list, or I can get all of them fairly easily. Between Sonic Mania Collections plus Sonic Gems Collection and Sonic Adventure DX, I can get pretty much everything there.
Do you have Sonic Chronicles?
Yeah, I have Sonic Chronicles.
Do you like Sonic Chronicles?
Not great, but it's not bad.
Okay. Have you beaten it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, there's the whole complaint about the music, but music doesn't make a game. Although it doesn't hurt it. To be fair, the game does have good songs, it's just there's so many bad ones.
Yeah. The songs were my least the least problematic thing I had with that game.
And what was your most problematic thing?
Everything else.
Can
The
be
dialogue
more specific.
was alright, but everything else just bored the hell out of me, and I still haven't beaten that game because I can't play it for like more than an hour.
I'm guessing you're not much of an RPG fan then.
I like RPGs, I just don't like Sonic in an RPG. It's the main reason why I also haven't played many Mario RPGs aside from like
Mario
less
RPGs
than
are
an
actually really
hour.
good though.
I played like less than an hour of the Wii version and I did not like it.
Okay,
It's just like-
the Wii version's not
I
even an
think-
RPG. I don't even know why they call it an RPG. It's not. It's a platformer.
It's any game where you have a platform character and they mix in RPG elements for some reason. I just don't really like them.
So you're putting bias forward because you think they should be in a platformer instead. That's what you're saying.
Well, I would say that, but I also like Sonic All-Stars Racing and other games that they go into that aren't platformers, so...
So you don't like it when those characters go into RPGs.
Wait, sorry, what'd you say, sorry?
But so you don't like it when those characters go into RPGs then is what you're saying.
Pretty much. It's mainly because well, in Sonic's case, sort of in Mario's case, I've watched a bit of Paper Mario, the ones that people say are good. They seem a lot more gimmicky compared to other RPGs, and I don't really like that. Especially with the Sonic, where you have to touch the stylus. I just hate that.
I won't deny that. The stylus is a little gimmicky in that game. So it's there just to be there.
At least the Paper Mario one looked cool because I think if you do more damage if you press the jump button on
Yeah.
them. But even if you don't do that, you at least do the normal damage. I think.
hmm
So that was
The leveling system was really weird in that game, though. I had to complain anything about the Paper Mario game's stat. Really hard to figure out.
what's hard to figure out.
The leveling system in that game.
Oh, okay. The other problem I have is I can't really speak too much for Mario, but from what I've seen, it kind of seems like I'm on the right track. But I'm mainly speaking for the Paper Mario ones and not the
Not the Mario and
Superstar one and
Luigi's.
the RPG, the SNES one. Is that the story just seems really, really bare bones for an RPG, and I don't really like that.
Well, it's Mario. What do you expect?
Exactly my other problem. Platformer and an RPG.